In this video, I'm going to share with you a strategy that you can use both in the financial market and also in the OTC market. And, as a result, earn money successfully. All you need is just one indicator and, accordingly, a trading robot, and our statistics will be at the level of 80% profitable trades. So if you want to make money without any analysis, then watch this video until the end. And let's get to it. Look, we're going to have very safe signals from the robot. But let's see it in action right now. For example, I choose the euro to Australian dollar currency pair. And look, here's an important detail. Right now, we're getting a pretty safe signal both for selling and buying, but we'll have fractal values, and from those, we can get very sharp impulses. So it might look like this. The price, let's say, comes up to here, for example, like this. And then, from here, we get a sharp move down. That's why we'll be watching the fractals closely. Next, I'll show you how to add this indicator, which candles to use, and what time frame we'll be working with. This will be a universal strategy, suitable for both the regular market and the OTC market. So let's take a look at the first example. I'm opening this trade with about 15 to 17% of my deposit, and at the same time, we'll see how much I can grow my balance if I keep trading with roughly this percentage, somewhere between 15 and 20. The first trade is excellent and brings me $563. Good, I'll open the next trade with 15% as well. That's already $987. But before that, I want to remind you that in our Telegram channel you'll find more information about currency pairs and how to make money on them. And right now, you can also see our results. We hold daily trading sessions and share a free signal in our community. So if you want to make money without any experience, pick up new information, and also get ready-made strategies, then follow the link in the description to our Telegram channel. There, we try to share free information that many traders are asking for. We also have separate training and more advanced tools. But if you're interested in that, just message our support account. But if you want basic strategies and basic tools that you can already use to make a profit, then follow the link in the description and subscribe to our Telegram channel. The link is in the description. Now, let's move on. Here we have the euro to US dollar currency pair, and we can see that our signal, or rather the fractal, is at the very bottom. So let's choose euro to US dollar. The trade duration is 1 minute. If there's a sell signal right now, I'll skip this trade. Yes, we can see that there's a sell signal. Look, it's very risky for me to open a trade right now, because the fractal minimum is right here. If the price happens to make a move like this and then actually breaks the fractal minimum, there's a very high chance that we'll go higher afterward, meaning that we'll get a sharp impulse. Basically, we can always observe this. When the price breaks through fractal highs, we tend to get a very sharp movement. Break time equals 0.5s/. For example, like right here. If you had gotten a buy signal somewhere around here, yeah, maybe we would have caught a pretty big move. But then, we get a big move in the opposite direction. So, signals like the current one for selling, maybe the price closed a few points lower and we would have been in profit. But that's pretty risky, so it's better to skip that kind of trade. Also, guys, I want to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I see that more than 80% of viewers are watching without subscribing. We're always working to bring you a variety of content. And by the way, you can write in the comments right now under this video what you'd like to see added. Maybe there's something you're missing. Maybe you want to see some lifestyle content or other information that would be useful to you. Our team has a lot of experience, and we're all quite different, each with our own trading strategies. So if you want to see something unique from us or something you're interested in, let us know in the comments. It'll be interesting to hear from you, and of course, we'll be happy to bring you new content. But now, let's move on to strategies with the robot. The currency pair is British pound and Japanese yen. Here, the price has already set a new low, so basically, we can enter in either direction. In other words, these trades will be relatively safe now. Even though we have a red fractal appearing at the moment, we still have a buy signal, so it's safe to open a trade from here. So, for example, if you see that the price has already set a new fractal low, and we get this kind of reaction. So here we see that a few candles gave us a reaction. That's it. From here we can safely open trades, whether it's for selling or buying. Basically, we've neutralized this fractal and won't get caught by such a correction anymore. That's why I'm opening a safe buy trade from here. Let's figure out the timing and how we actually work with it. We're working with 30-second candles. Not 15-second ones, specifically 30-second candles. We set each trade for 1 minute. Next, I'll show you the settings for 3 minutes. Those will be a bit different too, and we use the fractal indicator. So we add it here, and the default settings work for us. So we just leave the period at 2. Next, we work in a very safe and comfortable way. By the way, check out what a great move. We got 26 points and plus $700. That's an excellent profit. So, as you can see, this strategy is really safe. So, the signals from the robot are safe in themselves, but there are these nuances that the robot can't convey to you. But for you, as a beginner, as an inexperienced trader, you need to watch these highs and lows. Break time equals 0.5s// because it's really important and you could get an unpleasant bounce. Now let me show you the settings for 3 minutes. We need to set the candles to 1 minute. We need to set the trade time to 3 minutes, and accordingly, everything will work exactly the same for 3-minute trades. So, we still keep the fractal settings at 2. That's all clear to us. And be careful here too. You shouldn't trade when, for example, the price is making new highs or lows, like here. For instance, here the price is moving, right? And on one hand, we could break through this channel and keep going. But of course, things could also turn out badly. So, for example, here we had a new high. So, if you had entered a buy here, the price would have moved higher, as you can see. But in the moment, we get a sharp impulse and go down. That's why you need to be very careful with this. Same thing here, we have a new fractal low. The price bounces and then goes down further. So here you would have caught it, but it would be a very small move down. So you need to be careful with this. Basically, this way we filter out about 10 trades from the bot, since it still reads this movement. But sometimes this happens, so it's better to play it safe and take advantage of this opportunity. Also, just a reminder, I'll leave a link to this robot in the description. Subscribe to our Telegram channel and grab our robot. The link to it will be in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you have any questions, just message us directly. By the way, take a look, I made a pretty good profit today with just 2 trades. If you want to do the same, all the links are in the description. Grab this indicator, set it up the same way, and trade using this system. It's been performing quite well. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.